All right, the Puma Future Z, or Z, take your pick, doesn't matter. We've seen it laced up the regular way that you buy it. We've seen it worn completely laceless. And today, thanks to a fantastic suggestion from the OCBootblog, if you're not already subscribed to him, hit the link down in my top comment, go and drop him a subscribe. Do it. Do it now. We are going to look at an alternative way of lacing up the Puma Future Z, which I think gives you the benefit of the laces and also makes it look that little bit less weird. Because let's be honest, it's the Z because of the sole plate, but the big X across the middle is actually more of a striking feature because of the lack of lace holes through this Fuzionfit band, which I still think looks a little bit strange. So today, we're gonna fix it. All right, let's jump straight into it. Do remember to like the video and get subscribed. Here we have the laces. I've taken them out of the Future Z already, and we're just gonna jump straight into this. If you do want to support the channel, then please head to patreon.com/bootwizard, where you can do so. It's super small amounts, but it helps me out an enormous amount, keeps the channel going. So what we're gonna do first is we're just gonna pop the laces through the bottom, but we're gonna do it reverse to how it was originally. So instead of going across the length, we're gonna come across the short side and out the second hole. So as you can see from all one-piece uppers, all one-piece upper football boots, they are all dual lace hole setups because they have to be. You don't have a tongue to come in and out of, so you get two holes pretty much at every lacing position. So we're gonna have to work out a way to bypass that for this to work by just using one or two of the lace holes as singulars. So, bottom, done, nice and straightforward. Next up, cross. So this is a standard cross. I'm gonna go out into the outside lace loop on both sides. And this is the point at which I'm not gonna use that dual lace hole setup. You've got two holes, one here and one here. You can go into either. I want to go into the outside one because I wanna give that cross as much area as possible to give me the most amount of adjustability and lockdown through that area of the boot by pulling out super wide. Something I used to do with my Future a lot is kind of lace it out to cover a lot of the boot. Just a personal preference thing. So that's done. We are now on the inside of the boot, and the key to what we're doing here is eliminating the X. So we're gonna make that crossover X on the inside of the boot. We're gonna go left to right and back out again into the far lace hole rather than the inner one. Not that important, but I think it's kind of more important here. So into the far lace loop on that side, and then again exactly the same here. Boom. Your big X is now on the inside of the boot. You can kind of see it there, and if you loosen up the laces slightly, it just sits on the very top, just against your foot. I promise it's not in the way. I've played with the boots like this and you don't feel it at all. Okay, next up we can do another cross. So we're gonna cross over into the far lace loop again on the top. This is important that you cross over into the far lace loop because we're gonna use the dual lace hole setup here, and we're gonna come back out the top side on that same lace loop. So it's gonna be a little inside loop that just comes through there. Yeah. Straighten those laces out. There's nothing worse than twisted laces. It doesn't do anything, it's just annoying. So I'll show you again. Take this over the top into the far lace hole, bring it back underneath, pop it through the top, so the second hole in that very top dual lace hole setup, and pull it through so you have a cross at the top. And then your final step is, of course, just to pull it over and lace her up, and you have a boot that, in my opinion, looks much better. How much less weird does that look, and how much more like this is actually deliberate and might actually do something. Does this affect the performance of the boot? Absolutely not. It doesn't get in the way, it doesn't really change anything, but you know what? Aesthetics are a thing. I quite like the way that this looks, and I prefer it, and this is how I will be rocking my Future Zs. If you are wondering about the laceless comment I made earlier, you can wear these laceless. I don't recommend it. They're better with laces, so this is a nice mid-ground. Thanks again to the OCBootblog for the suggestion. Go and follow him on Instagram. Go and drop him a subscribe on YouTube. But before you do that, subscribe to BootWizard on YouTube, drop us a like, and if you can support the channel, head to patreon.com/BootWizard. That's all for today. Have a good one. We'll see you soon.